inventor with patents lining my walls. I am not creative, I thought. Boy, was I wrong. I always thought that my little sister Emma was the creative one, because when we had nothing to do, she would make up games for us to play. Like this one, it was a card game, in a way. She would take 2 decks of cards and make a trail leading all throughout our house, and I would follow, picking up the cards and giving them back to her when she ran out. But creativity isn't just making up games, being an artist or an inventor. Creativity is using your own unique ideas to create something that is new to you. So, we're all creative. Actually, we were all born creative. According to studies of the human brain, the more connections we have in our brain, the easier it is for us to tap into that creativity and to combine ideas, like, for example, a rock and a camera to create spy equipment. Whatever it is, we use our minds and their connections to create something new. Now, as little kids, we all made up stories or games or sang songs, or maybe you drew a picture of a rainbow over and over with orange and yellow in the wrong places, or maybe you had an imaginary friend named Paul. Whatever it was, you used your imagination to create something new. So you're probably thinking, well, I don't do that anymore. I'm an adult. I must have grown out of it. But that's not how it works. You are still creative, just in a different way. While it might not be acceptable for you to go skipping down the hallway singing a song that you made up about potatoes, or to talk to your imaginary friend named Paul, it doesn't mean that you're not creative. Well, what about being spontaneous? Don't I have to do that to be creative? Actually, no. Being spontaneous is just a common misconception. So, we are all creative, but we can't all be famous musicians, right? That would kind of get a little boring. So, we're creative in different ways based off of 3 things: our biology, our motivation, and our personality. Our biology affects how easily we can make those connections to create new things. Our motivation affects how much time and energy we put into these ideas. And our personality affects what kinds of ideas we come up with. So, for example, if I am interested in art, I'm more likely to be able to paint a brand new painting than if I was interested in math and science. And if I'm interested in math and science, I'm more likely to come up with an idea for a new experiment than if I was interested in art. So, my mother works part-time at a women's prison, but before she was allowed to work there, she had to take a crash course on what she could and could not bring into the prison. And she couldn't bring almost anything. And when I asked her why, her answer was creativity. The prisoners can use common items like a toothbrush or styrofoam to create weapons and picks because they use necessity as their motivation to be creative. Now, so what? We're all creative, but why does that matter? Well, without creativity, where would our society be? We wouldn't have phones, laptops, computers. We wouldn't have electricity or lights or shelter. We wouldn't be very far with it without being creative. Now, creativity is a part of our lives on a daily basis. So the next time you're feeling uncreative, think of the last time you wrote a book report, or you arranged your food in the shape of a smiley face. Simple things like that are creative, and you are creative. Thank you.